equipment in this car is really fulfilling the promise that is coming with a proper luxury car. And so we wanted to also equip it very, very well. And so it's very important that you capture what's in here as a very rich standard equipment of the new A3 that is included in the base price of $29,900 for the 1.8T or $32,900 for the Quattro variant for the 2-liter. So bi-xenon headlights with daytime running lights, LED taillights, S-tronic that we already mentioned, leather seating surfaces, power driver seat, Bluetooth telephone interface, as well as audio streaming, absolutely standard inside this car. So we wanted to make sure that it's not just entry-level car, but as you get in this car, you're going to feel very familiar with what is typical in today's luxury segments. Besides that, as I mentioned already, very rich list of driver assistance systems. We have the Presense Basic as well as secondary collision brake assist as standard equipment, but available. We have things like active lane assist, which is able to keep your car inside the lanes, and that is of course specifically taking advantage of the electromechanical steering. We have the adaptive cruise control with stop and go functionality, and we have of course the Audi side assist that you already know from other models. So full array of driver assistance systems, also available of course on the new A3. Now these options that we point out here are some of the class exclusive options that really no one out there has, not only in other segments, but specifically of course here in the entry-level A segment. The 7-inch MMI screen, we're going to talk about that in some more detail, but of course LED headlight option that we have available in the Prestige model. That's something that also none of the competitors in this segment have, and we wanted to make sure, of course, that all of this relevant technology is making its way also in the package of the A3. Of course, let's not forget the 705-watt Bang & Olufsen system that is available as an option, and I invite you to really take a listen and see how we did on that specific system. As far as the MMI then specifically, this is again a very important story, and a lot of the different walls are telling you different stories about the MMI. The fact that we have not taken advantage of cost cutting, we wanted to specifically make sure that a retractable screen is standard equipment in each and every Audi. So here you have of course the thinnest screen in the industry, about 11 millimeters, and really as it pops out of the dash it feels like the most modern smartphone that is coming out of the dash, and that's exactly the kind of feel and the premium kind of touch that we wanted to achieve in the interior. The latest from NVIDIA, of course, the Tegra chipset that we have there, and I will specifically address how we're going to deal with that in the future. And last but not least, of course, the MMI Touch, which is now included and integrated into the rotary wheel, so that you're able to write in specific inputs for addresses, for telephone numbers, and really get a number of inputs available into the MMI system. In fact, it's something like 600 different finger movements that this system is able to recognize. So it really does provide a very strong versatility for us to give variety of inputs into the system. But the system itself is very important for us, and it's important. You will see in that exhibit over there just what we're able to do with the newest MMI system. The fact that we have essentially kept the core of the typical automotive hardware unchanged, but we now have something that is modular, and that is the, as we internally call it, the MMX, or multimedia extension, which is a board that you will see over there with the NVIDIA chipset, which is on top, and that is really the magic, ladies and gentlemen, of what enables us to shorten the life cycles and the development cycles of the vehicle and the very fast-moving electronics industry. Because of course, as a result, we are able to dramatically increase the speed by which we can bring a successor into the car. Previously, this was upward of 7 or 8 years. We're able to shorten that to 2 years, maybe even a little less than 2 years, in terms of the ability of bringing the next generation product to our A3. What that means in real life, this will mean that within the life cycle of the A3 sedan, we will have the ability, and in fact, we will bring an upgrade to that hardware, because it's that much easier for us to achieve, of course. And if you specifically want to know more about that, the good news is that, like Apple, we do have our geniuses as well. And our genius in this case is Mr. Hulliger, who is over there. And so you can speak to him after the show if you have more questions on that specific technology. But we think it's very, very cool. And of course, that enables us to really expand the portfolio of Audi Connect. As you know, Audi Connect has been a suite of services that we have been now providing for quite some time. And if you look at this impressive list, now we're able to extend that even further. You see that we have Facebook and Twitter interfaces. We have something called picture navigation, where you're able to take a geocoded picture on your smartphone, send it to your car. Next time you go to your car, you can actually click on that picture and just navigate to that location. We have personalized news. We have airport flight information. And these are some of the new services, as well as city events. These are some of the new services that we are now including in the portfolio of the Audi Connect. And as you can imagine, because this is a flexible platform, and a lot of that is talking to you, of course, here on these walls, we will be able to extend that even further as we go. But at this point, I think it really then makes sense to provide you with a lot more information on this very beautiful car. I think no one better could be here to tell you about this magnificent car. It's Danny Garam. Danny comes with a very rich history in Audi design. If you remember the previous generation Audi A8 or the Audi Q7 or this wonderful family of all the A3 vehicles, and even the new Audi TT that you guys have just seen a few days ago in Geneva, a lot of that is actually thanks to Danny. So very warm welcome. Please welcome Danny Garam.